Hey guys, it's Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Let's straighten that out. Every week, I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build up a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years and now manage that portfolio. Today, I'm fielding a question from a friend. He said, how do you make repair estimates when getting started? I'll be honest with you. There's a couple different ways to do this, and it's going to change depending upon where you're at. Because labor's high or maybe you're new. But one of the best resources I've found is Jay Scott's Repair Estimate Calculator. It's on BiggerPockets. So if you go on to biggerpockets.com and go in and find the tools, free tools, Jay Scott, it's just literally J, like not J-A-Y, just Jay Scott. I think it's called Rehab Analysis Spreadsheet. And it will break everything down, and you can look and find all the costs in there. And if you don't like those costs, it's spreadsheets in a really easy to change format. It's just an Excel. So you don't have to be an Einstein, but if you find that the type of flooring that you want to use is a little bit more expensive than what he has in there, you can just enter it and it'll automatically do the calculations for you. So that's a pretty detailed one. But if you guys are really starting to crunch numbers and look at properties, you know the square footage, and you're really just getting down the nitty gritty and you're negotiating and you're a little bit off, this is where you can refine that, and this will give you some confidence. Make sure you think about everything, fixtures, flooring, what type of flooring you're going to put in. Carpet's way cheaper than some sort of vinyl or laminate. The other kicker, or the other thing to think about when you're doing this is a quick rule of thumb. So I like to use, and I was taught to use rules of thumb, right? It's so much easier to remember. You don't have to sit there with a spreadsheet. And using this rule of thumb, I can actually break down a rental property, not even a rental property, just a property for rehab in 2 or 3 minutes. I can do the analysis on the back of a napkin. And that's using basically three numbers. So there's a quick rehab number. There's three. Quick rehab, a standard update, and then a high-end finish. I don't typically do the high-end finish anymore, or really at all, because I focus on the rental side. So when I was buying, I was just focusing on the rental side. I wasn't really buying the $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, and that might sound like a lot in your market, but in Houston, that's a pretty decent house. $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 would be a higher end a house, and the taxes are really high. 3% about. But anyways, basic rehab, standard, update, and then a high end. We're focusing, we play mostly in the basic and the standard. Basic, paint, carpet, appliances, fixtures, get rid of the gold and update to the brushed nickel. That is going to run you about $10 a square foot. So when you walk into a place and you're looking and you go, okay, I just need paint, carpet, appliances, $10 a square foot is going to get you fixtures. And it might sound like a lot, but you're thinking, okay, it's a 1,500 square foot place. That's going to be $15,000 about. It's going to cost me about $2 a square foot to paint about. I'll tell you that's pretty damn close. $1 a square foot for carpet, $2 to $3 to $4 for some sort of laminate or LVP, LVT. And then you have $1 a square foot. That'll get you all your fixtures, most of your fixtures updated and installed. Now doors and stuff will add in more money. So if you look just basic, $10 a square foot. If it starts to get where you're like, man, this really needs some more upgrade, some granite countertops and new vanities in the bathroom, and you start adding all these things on, especially moving walls or anything like that, then you're going to go up to the standard rehab. So this is it's more than just a quick paint carpet. Everything structurally looks good. It just needs paint, carpet, maybe updated fixtures and appliances. You can go with $10. When you go to the standard, a little bit more, and again, I can't tell you exactly what it is because every house is a little different, but when you start walking into more houses, you start walking houses, whether that's with your agent or by yourself, you'll be able to start telling whether that's a basic rehab or a standard rehab. Oh, that's easy. It might look terrible, it might smell terrible, it might, have creatures growing in it, cockroaches or whatever, and that's great because that thins off all the retail buyers who don't want to mess with it, and you come in and you realize all you need to do is get an exterminator, paint, sand the hardwood floors and paint them or whatever, or stain them, and you just, did a little bit of work and turned the property around. So basic, very, very light paint, carpet, appliances, fixtures, $10. When you go up to the standard rehab, and it's a lot more with updates to the countertops, kitchen, bathroom, all that, you're gonna go to $20 a square foot. And again, these are just rough numbers to give you an idea. So at a $1,500 square foot place, you're looking at about $30,000. Now that'll get you appliances, some cabinets, depending upon how big the kitchen is. Again, granite countertops, vanities, granite in the bathrooms, toilets, whatever it is. But about $20 a square foot is going to do that. Now, if you go to the high end, where you're messing with a super nice house, and in your area it's going to be different, but in Houston, I look at anything above like 300 to 400, depending upon where you're at. I play in the suburbs. I don't really play downtown because there's not much cash flow down there. I prefer to play in the suburbs where there's a lot more cash flow. So 350-ish in there, that's going to be, and 350 to 450 and up, you're pretty much going to be in the high end. So you might as well look at $30 a square foot. Now, if you walk into a high-end $350,000 to $450,000 place, and it just needs paint and carpet, or paint and touch up on the floors, you could probably get away with a $10 a square foot estimate. Again, if you know that your flooring is about $3, let's just say $5 bought and laid. Well, okay, $5 a square foot bought and laid. The house is 1,000 square feet. That's $5,000. But when you can stack those up, it allows you to make a quick estimate on a rehab. So again, I would say $1 for all the fixtures, replacing all the fixtures. That's a pretty rough one. But if you can say, I know carpet for me is $1 bought and laid, but we don't really put carpet in anything anymore. We go with LVP or LVT, and that's luxury vinyl plank or luxury vinyl tile. It lasts a lot longer. It's more durable. It's worth the cost. And you're looking about $4 a square foot for that, $3 to $4 bought and laid. That you add $4, $2 for a square foot for painting. That's $6, $1 for fixtures, and then you start adding in some of the others. You're right about $10. So again, you can go into a really nice high-end place and still only estimate, man, it just looks like we need some paint and a little bit of finishes here and there. You can still estimate $10 a square foot, or break it down again once you have your flooring and your paint understood prices with you and your contractor. So a long-winded way to say, if you want a more specific one, go to Jay Scott's on Bigger Pockets, go in that file place and get it there. Or you can do the basic, which is $10 a square foot, the standard upgrade, which is $20 a square foot, or the high end, which is going to be about $30 a square foot. And again, you have to get a feel for that. But that is how I estimate very quickly whether a property, based on what a property looks like, just usually from pictures. And I'm not always right, and AC systems come into it, roof, foundation, but you can estimate pretty quickly about where your rehab is going to be. And obviously you put in fudge factors and all that, but that's just to get you started, get that conversation started. So I hope that was helpful. If it was, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know. I can break this down further and we can kind of get into the more specifics here, but that's just a couple quick rules of thumb to help you out there. So I hope that was helpful. I'll see y'all next week. Thanks.